Hi, I'm Dion with the Art of Exceptional Children. I'm an early childhood special education teacher with a background in child development, developmental evaluations, and early intervention services, including both birth to 3 and preschool. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about 2 ways that you can incorporate learning how to match colors within sidewalk chalk. Let's get started. I'm trying to incorporate ways that you can expand your child's development through play and daily routines that many families might have within their home. Now that spring is just around the corner, I'm targeting a material that many families will most likely have in their home currently, which is, drumroll please, sidewalk chalk. Now, sidewalk chalk, there are a million things, believe it or not, that you can do to expand your child's development through. And today I'm going to cover 2 different ways that you can use this medium to help your child learn how to match colors. So one of the ways that you can do it is just getting out and coloring with your child. As they're exploring the different chalk and making their own lines, they're making their own drawings, whatever it may end up being for how they're interested in exploring the sidewalk chalk, you can then set up your own activity for them. One of the examples that I'm giving today is that you would draw your own shapes and color it in. First picking just 2 colors, eventually adding in more colors. And the shape I chose was a circle, but you could really create anything with the idea that you're going to leave a little bit of that color left uncolored within your object.
Now you get to color too. You have purple. Color purple. They match.
I drew 2 different circles from my activity, a purple one and a yellow one. What you can then do is provide one piece of chalk for your child and see, with you prompting them, where does this chalk go? Can you help me finish it? And see from those 2 choices, are they able to match that purple goes with purple and that yellow goes with yellow? If not, you're going to just help them by first modeling that you're going to color it in. Purple goes with purple. And then you can also really encourage them to join in that with you. You can then move on to that next color and see then after you model it for them, are they starting to understand what your expectation is? This is something that I would encourage you trying over several days, as initially your child just may be unsure what you're asking him or her, or it also could be that matching colors is still a new concept for them. And so you're just going to be able to provide continuous exposure. Cleanup can actually be a great way for children to learn how to match objects and also sort objects. The key is, especially when they're just learning how to do this, is to drop down your expectations, meaning that you're only expecting them to do a few things at a time, with you being the one to do the majority of it. And that's true when you're trying to teach your child how to match at cleanup time using chalk. And so here's one way that you can do that. So here is the lid that is where my chalk goes in. And as you can see, I just made a line right down the middle with some masking tape. And that's going to show for your child where you're expecting them to create 2 different groups. And that's what you're going to use as you practice matching. What your job is going to be is that you're going to place one piece of chalk on one side and a different color on the other side. This is going to create that visual model and create some boundaries for them to be able to learn where they're going to need to put their chalk. So you're going to give them just one piece at a time and see, can they find, for example, where one goes, and then can they find the other one? If they're not successful yet, that's when you're going to use your own hand and help them place it in the correct spot. And then what you can do is that you can just take out those first 2 that you had and remove them to the side and then put 2 more new colors in there for them to try. Again, you're going to give them that practice. First, see, are they able to, if you give them one piece at a time, can they figure out which spot it's going to go into? If not, you're going to help them do that. You're going to take their hand and place it on there and then on there. You'll continue through that until all of your colors are gone. Many containers, especially if it's a new one that you're opening up, will actually have 2 of each color, which kind of helps promote this whole idea of how you're able to match those colors. I did link down below for some of my favorite chalk if you're just looking for some ideas. Once your child has mastered matching 2 colors, you can start expanding the expectation by adding in more lines of tape. If you add in 1 more line, you now have 4 different options. And by having it structured like this, it's going to help your child kind of also see, in addition to hearing what you're asking them, to see what you're actually asking them as well. It just provides more structure for them. Continue through doing that over the next days and seeing with that multiple exposure, some kids really need lots and lots of opportunities to practice those skills. And again, I would really recommend starting out by just giving them 1 color at a time to be able to match. As they get more successful, you can then start bringing out more and more options for them to be able to do that. That's today's episode about matching colors through the use of sidewalk chalk. Hit the subscribe button down below if you'd like to see more content for this. As I mentioned in my very first video, if you didn't happen to see that, I'm very new to this. I'm just hoping to provide some new ideas and ways that you can expand your child's development through play and daily routines, especially with many parents finding themselves at home. Sending everybody happy and healthy thoughts, and look forward to seeing you next time. Bye!